Pride is anything that puts itself at the center other than God. Yes. Whether it is only you have achieved big things, you think it's yourself, or whether you are nothing, God says you are something, you are nothing, you are still proud. God says you are the head and not the tail. You say, no, look at me. Small. I am the tail. You are proud. Then someone says, I've done it also by myself. You are also proud. So the two of you, poverty, but was the same end. Are you sure you are getting it?
Yes, sir.
Yes. She was crying because she was offended. To cry because you are offended is nothing to before God. He doesn't like it. You are offended. That's why you are crying. Even where when someone comes to church, look, it was Pastor himself who spoke. It wasn't another person. It was Pastor. Pastor is not God. Pastor is not God. Pastor is not God.
Amen.
Pastor is your brother. Pastor is your sister. Pastor is your uncle. Pastor is your whatever. He too is growing like you.
Amen.
And God didn't say that if your pastor is the one who has said something bad to you, then you must not worship me. How many people are not serving God because they were offended by somebody? How many people ate the tithe because of the landlord? And they want God to help them. Yes, that's what we need. This is a day of mercy first. This is a day of mercy. When you had no bed, you were seeking him. Now you have a bed. You don't come to seek God. So Jesus, breakthrough. So let us disgrace Satan. Since this time around, let us put Satan to shame.
Amen.
And I'm giving you the formula for putting Satan to shame. When you are lying, Chapa, when you are lying, he will forget that you disobeyed him for 20 years. This God. Esau was always proud. Everything was about himself. Everything. And it was hard for Esau to cry. One day when he realized that this is too much, the blessing has gone, he cried. And you know what? That when he cried, the blessing came again. Some of us have never cried before. This is, I don't mean cry of self-pity. I mean a cry of being sorry for behaving the way you are behaving before God. That you were so obsessed that God doesn't give me this, doesn't give me this. You forgot that you are even alive. That in fact, wait a minute, let's say somebody is crying for the fruit of the womb. How many times did you give thanks to God that you are even married? Because someone else is not even the fruit of the womb. Someone else is crying for marriage. You, God gave you marriage. Have you given him thanks? Have you given him thanks? Since you became obsessed with the fruit of the womb, have you given him thanks? You are even offended in God. It starts there. No, look my car, look my car, look your car. There are people who have never owned a car. Hey, thank God for you and I who live in this era. There were some of our people. Please, does being a university graduate guarantee that in your life you will own a car? If you say yes, you are lying. You come to me, I'll give you a name, I'll give you a shine, I'll tell you the degree, I'll say come. And this person has even maybe retired and has never had one. Be grateful to God. And then, by the way, it's not only me. You know some. You know some. You know some. And you're saying, hey, my father, look at this car. Look at this car. Look at this. You should thank God.
Amen.
That somebody who went to the university didn't even get the job you got. Didn't have the opportunity you had. And that's the best you can tell God. And then you want sin and say, "Hey, how come things are not turning?" You say, "How come things?" It's not the devil. Let's stop blaming the devil. It's time to look inside. The issue is inside us,
Oh, yes.
not outside. The issue is inside us.
Amen.
You became a notorious prayer warrior. You can count how many hours you pray, how many hours you do this, because hey, notorious prayer warrior is only because you are looking for something. I have never heard thanksgiving from you. Why do we thank God? We thank God for what He has done. One, we thank God for what He will do.
Amen.
So if you are a true believer, how come you are not thanking Him for what He has just said He's going to do?
Amen.
Yeah.